Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Blue Archive. Returning to the story today after a very successful pulling session, not to be confused with a very successful gooning session. If you haven't seen the last video, Mika yapped until she could yap no more about everything Trinity related, giving us the full lore, the full rundown. The Makeup Work Club got a visit from Sister Mary, who was there to thank Azusa for saving a student from being bullied, and Hifumi and Hanako both got caught sneaking into Sensei's room late at night, which leads us to where we are at Volume 3, Chapter 2, Secret Society. Now I get it. You've been coming here to talk to Sensei about our lesson plans, and you just needed some advice? You said you wanted to talk to me about Azusa? Thing is, she's gone out the last 2 nights and hasn't returned until almost sunrise. I was under the impression she was simply having trouble sleeping outside of her usual bed at first, but I don't think that's it. In fact, I've never actually seen her sleep at all. Come to think of it, neither have I. Azusa is usually the last one asleep, but the first one out of bed. I'm not sure what she's up to, but I'm starting to get concerned that we'll have to step in and force her to get some rest for her own good. I can't help but feel that she's anxious about something. It's not my place to pry into her private life, but I think we owe it to her to help. Every girl needs a good night's sleep, and the same goes for the two of you. Stop staying up so late and take better care of yourselves. Our club work is important, but it shouldn't take priority over your health. The worst that could happen is the club fails. What's the point of our minds passing if our bodies ultimately fail anyway? It's not that simple. Failing isn't the worst thing that could happen. If we fail the last 2 exams, we'll be expelled. We'll be forced to leave Trinity. Expelled? What are you talking about? They can't expel you that easily. It's a long, complicated process that needs more valid reasoning than simply your grades. Tell her the truth about the Makeup Work Club. We're going to be expelled if we don't all pass by the 3rd exam. This arrangement and the collective punishment wouldn't be possible normally, but given Shale's extrajudicial authorities involved, it all makes sense. And that goes for you too. Didn't your grades used to be at the top of the class? You were earning perfect scores in advanced 3rd year classes despite only being a 1st year. I found out while looking at last year's tests when I was putting together our mock exams. I'm sorry for invading your privacy. But why? Why did you choose to begin failing this year? If it keeps up, then the rest of us will be... You'll have to forgive me. I never would have imagined that even if one Makeup Work Club member failed, that we would all be... It's unthinkable. I owe you each an apology for the trouble I've caused. It's quite alright, Hanako. It's as you suspected. I've been intentionally scoring low on my exams. But why? What would compel you to do something like that? I'm afraid I can't tell you. I have a few ideas. I have my reasons, but I don't want you all to suffer because of my choices, so you don't have to worry. It ends tonight. I'll pass my exams and keep the rest of the Makeup Work Club safe. Thank you, Hanako. You don't have to thank me, Sensei. If anything, I should be the one making it up to you. What if I did a little striptease? Would that suffice? Yes. Yes, it would. No, you've already done plenty. You taking the exam seriously from now on is more than enough. Oh, I have a question. Are you two the only ones that know about all of this? I think so. Sensei was the only person I talked to about it until now. If that's the case, then expulsion isn't what's making Azusa anxious. That mystery is still unsolved. Actually, I feel as though the Makeup Work Club's entire founding is even more confusing after what you told me. I doubt Mika could arrange this. It must have been Nagisa's doing. Now I understand. The Makeup Work Club's purpose is to herd any potential threats to the Eden Treaty. It's a very Nagisa-like thing to do. She can be a real convincing witch when she wants to be. Nagisa is trying to wash out every problematic element at once. We're yesterday's dirty laundry, basically. Her plans include you too, don't they, Sensei? You probably accepted this job with the good intention of saving failing students, but in reality, you were a pawn for the sake of using Shale's extrajudicial authority, and yet that hasn't stopped you from doing everything you can for us. You truly are a wonderful person, Sensei. And you're more like a detective, Hanako. I'm amazed. Nagisa told me that she's searching for Trinity's traitor. I can understand why Azusa would be a suspect given her background. I could be off base, but it wouldn't surprise me if Koharu was essentially a hostage from the Justice Task Force. But what about you, Hifumi? I thought you were close with Nagisa. We'll have to talk more about Azusa later. I'll see if I can find out more about what's been going on. That'd be great. Please keep us in the loop if you learn anything. Sure thing. So, does this mean I'm officially part of your secret midnight heists? The 3 of us, all alone late at night sharing a heart-pounding menage a trois. That's not what's happening. It is pretty late. Let's call it for tonight. You're right. We should be getting to bed. Good night. Bathroom. Is that light coming from Sensei's room? What are they still doing up at this hour? I'll talk to you tomorrow, Huh? Bye, Sensei. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night's menage a trois. It was the end of yet another day at boot camp. It's really coming down. It certainly is.
Good morning.
Good morning, Koharu. What happened? She's usually the first one awake. I think she's been pushing herself too hard these last few days. We should let her sleep in a little while longer.
No, the cute creatures, so round and fluffy. I mustn't.
Someone sounds like they're having a good dream. Uh-oh, the laundry I hung out last night to dry. I completely forgot about it.
This is bad.
One hour later.
Now then, let's begin the first Makeup Work Club swimsuit symposium.
Why did it have to come to this?
We're in uncharted waters. I'm perfectly dressed for the occasion, I might add. That's all of it. They're completely soaked, not to mention muddied. Our only choice is to put them all through the wash again. Even our gym clothes are wet now. They're sticking to me like they're covered in glue. That's because you tripped and got all of us soaked. Isn't this a fun turn of events? I guess we'll just have to study in our bras and panties today, ladies. In your dreams, you perv! She has a point.
Why is she so happy about it?
She has a point. We all have plenty of fresh underwear, and we can wear socks to help keep us warm. Not another word.
What happened?
I think the power went out. Seems like it. It must be because of the thunderstorm.
What was that sound?
We have a problem. That was the washing machine stopping, and it's locked. So that's how we came to the last resort.
There must be another way.
I guess you're right. We could always have an underwear symposium instead. I wouldn't mind that at all. It will be difficult to hold class under these conditions. Not to mention all of the building's facilities have shut down due to the lightning. Our defenses are wide open. I thought we agreed that we can't have classes if we don't have any clothes to wear. Shouldn't we just go back to the dorm and rest until the blackout passes? What kind of camp would this be if we passed on the opportunity to make memories? This is our chance to share the most intimate parts of ourselves. A sudden blackout, driving rain, the mood is perfect. We may as well indulge while we have the chance. You only live once. I see. So that's the purpose of the swimsuit symposium.
No, it isn't. There's nothing educational about wearing swimsuits to class.
Now. There's no need to raise your voice, Koharu. Let's just go with the flow and have some fun while we can. Calling it a symposium was just to keep up appearances. We can talk about anything we want. Nothing is off limits. I've always wanted to do something like this. I've never been happier to have joined the Makeup Work Club. I can sympathize. I too am happy to have joined the club. You are? Of course I am. I enjoy getting to study, eat, and even clean and do laundry with all of you. Not a single activity hasn't been enjoyable. Aw, that's so sweet.
Public indecency is still a crime punishable by death. That's all you need to know.
I enjoy studying with you too, Koharu.
Where is this coming from all of a sudden? Don't just blurt out embarrassing things like that.
And I'm especially grateful for how you've always taken care of me, Hifumi. Thank you.
What in the whoa? Azusa, come give me a hug.
The Makeup Work Club continued to pass the time by making small talk. You need to start getting a better night's sleep, Azusa. I know. I'm sorry for inconveniencing you all by oversleeping this morning. That never happens in a place where I'm uncomfortable. Maybe I overslept because I no longer find that to be the case. That doesn't change the fact that you need to get more rest. You need to go on fewer of those late night patrols of yours. You've been going on patrols? Yes. I've been keeping watch every night. To be honest, I use my patrols as an opportunity to do things like set traps and fortify our defenses. Don't worry, I only set them along the routes intruders would likely take. They shouldn't pose a threat to us as we go about our studies. The last thing I want is to cause any harm to the club or sensei.
You're a really kind girl, Azusa.
Huh? Don't treat me like a child. Besides, that's not how I would describe myself. The truth is that everything is meaningless, and vanity is the way of the world. There will come a day where I betray everything I've ever known. All of you, my faith, and my own heart. The power's back. And the rain stopped too. Everything is clear outside. We should restart the laundry and get to drying everything again. I suppose this marks the end of the first Makeup Work Club swimsuit symposium. I look forward to the second.
There's not gonna be a second. This was the first and last.
Everyone decided to take a break after finishing the laundry, and so another day passed.
No, not yet. We can't just let this day go to waste.
Who are you talking to? Don't just start shouting out of nowhere like that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Let's just look at today as an unplanned vacation day. We even got to bond together buck naked like real sisters.
That never happened. Stop revising history.
But wouldn't it feel like a waste to go to bed so soon? Don't you just want to seize the night and go out with a bang? Let's leave the academy behind and go on a walk together. Let's go grab some food and do a little shopping.
That would be a violation. I can't do that.
You know the school rules better than I do, but I bet a bunch of students sneak out and go places they shouldn't. Isn't that right? Hasumi?
Who knows?
Maybe. It's not like we'd go that far. It's still within the district. We'll be back before you know it. So what do you say, Koharu? Doesn't it sound like fun?
I mean, sure it does, but...
Come on. One little walk isn't gonna kill you. Isn't that right, Sensei?
I'm in.
Let's do this. It's decided. Everyone hurry up and take it off. The Makeup Work Club is going late night streaking.
You said we were going on a walk. Keep your clothes on.
Well, here we are. So this is what the district is like at this hour. It's much more vibrant than I expected. Why did I have to tag along? I'll be in for a world of hurt if Hasumi catches me out here. Really? She must be pretty strict with you newbies. I always thought she seemed like a kind girl.
That's because she is. Hasumi is kind, intelligent, strong, and carries herself with dignity and grace.
Her temper is just as peerless as her other aspects. There was that one time. Vice President Hasumi, please calm down.
How dare they? Pandemonium Society? Gehenna? Do they think they'll get away with this?
Goodness, what caused her to be so upset? She was returning from a meeting with Gehenna's leaders about the Eden Treaty when suddenly... Listen carefully. This isn't over. From this point on, I'll be going on a diet. Did you just say diet? Yes, a diet. I'm going to lose weight. From this moment on, if you catch me eating more than 2 meals a day or snacking, you have every right to slap the food out of my hand and give me a piece of your mind. What exactly happened in that meeting with Gehenna? That little... She went way over the line. So, you must be the one they call Trinity's secret weapon, Kenzaki Tsurugi. Pardon? No, You're much more of a woman than I was expecting. Almost offensively so. So that's how Trinity wants to play it, eh? Trying to break our morale at the start of the first meeting? How shallow. Iroha, go get Satsuki. I won't allow Trinity to look down upon us. Makoto, this isn't President Tsurugi. This is their vice president, Hasumi. I told you she'd be coming in the documentation I handed you, and if you're referring to her bust, then I don't know what good bringing Satsuki here will do.
What? They sent a stand-in? How insulting. Are they mocking us? This meeting is nothing but a ploy. Did they only wish to demoralize us with their tall heights and large busts?
No. This is why I tried to inform you that we were expecting Hasumi. Are you even listening to me? You're not, are you?
I refuse to surrender to this giantess, Iroha. Prepare you know what.
Giant?
Nani?
Hasumi is perfect the way she is.
What the fuck?
Damn, she got me too. She got me too. She punched my ass too.
I heard Hasumi hasn't been eating very well ever since that meeting went south.
Hasumi is a strong person though. She still keeps the vow she made, even after all she went through.
Look, there's another bakery here too. My sweet tooth is starting to get a craving after that story. Should we pop in and see what they have? Oh, the special parfaits they have here are amazing. I didn't know they stayed open 24 hours a day. Parfait? That sounds perfect. Let's go. Welcome. Do you still have that special parfait on the menu? I'm sorry. We do, but we just sold the final 3 we had to our last customer. Oh?
Sensei?
Fancy meeting you here, Hasumi. I'm even more surprised to see you eating 3 parfaits. Aren't you on a diet? Yes, about that. Let me guess. You had a craving you just couldn't curb, so you came all the way here for some of your favorite desserts.
No. I mean...
Sensei, I don't believe the Makeup Work Club is permitted to leave the school grounds during boot camp. So if you'll keep my secret, then I'll keep yours.
Hasumi?
How are your studies going, Koharu?
Whoa, she's blushing!
Well, your scores keep going up. That's good to hear. I told you you could do it. Don't you remember? Please keep studying hard, Koharu. Don't lose sight of your goal. But I don't think I can do it. How am I supposed to cram all of this in and get my grades up? I'm not cut out for this.
There's no other choice. It must be done.
Forgive me for raising my voice, but the only way you'll be able to stay with us is by passing your exams. If not for me, then do it for Sensei, and all the effort that's been made up to help us, okay? I wouldn't want to let you down, Hasumi, and I'm always rooting for you. I look forward to you returning to the Justice Task Force soon and joining us on our missions.
It's a promise.
So pure. Encrypted communication? At this hour? Yes, Ichika? What's going on?
We have a problem, Hasumi. What's your location?
A problem? Please explain.
Yes, the attacked facility has been confirmed as a nearby aquarium. They've stolen the gold maguro, a rare fish that was on display, and are now on the run. It's said to be a very expensive fish, so they may aim to sell it. We just confirmed this organization's identity. The Gourmet Research Society, terrorist group from Gehenna.
Their leader is Kurodate Haruna, someone considered very dangerous by Gehenna. Please hurry and give us your orders, Vice President.
Hey, why the heck did we decide to hit a place like this? We're in the middle of Trinity's district.
What other choice did we have? This was the only place to secure the gold maguro after all. How could they keep a legendary tuna fish under lock and key, only to be admired through a fish tank? Have they no respect for the gourmet? Fine food is something more noble and ubiquitous. The gold maguro wouldn't want to be on display just to make the rich richer. We're merely doing what must be done. Isn't that right, Fuka? See, the school lunch president agrees so vehemently that she's been moved to tears. I think that has more to do with the gag in her mouth. The tuna keeps flapping around. It's hitting me with its fins. Can't we just eat it already? It's hard enough to hold on to it, but now we have those girls in black sailor uniforms chasing us. That's the Trinity Justice Task Force. They're just as scary as the prefect team. How are we gonna get out of here, Haruna? Whether we escape or not isn't important. The only thing that matters is who has the last bite. That is our club's motto. Eat or die. It's the dignified path all gourmands must accept. We're a lot closer to dying than eating, so get a move on. Let us break through the siege and make our retreat. Then we'll have our dearest Fuka here prepare her famous sashimi for us. Alright, I'm gonna wrap that one up here. I say it every time. This story is so good, man. Part of it is just like the banter, the general banter between the students. But also, I think this chapter is doing a really good job of like slowly introducing characters. Something I felt with the game development department was you just had Momoy and Midori at the start, and a good chunk of it was just those two. Until kind of suddenly at the end, we're introduced to everyone else at the same time. So it was kind of slow at the start and then very overwhelming at the end. And volume 1 will always have a special place in my heart. But yeah, man, I'm really starting to enjoy this. Anyway, that's it. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.